Well, it might sound like science fiction, but a new UFO probe is being taken very seriously at the highest levels of the US government.
With bipartisan support, a Congress committee is discussing aliens and UFOs.
Buckle up, UFO enthusiasts, because a high-ranking CIA officer has just blown the whistle on top-secret alien encounters, only to mysteriously vanish. This wild revelation comes from a retired intelligence veteran who allegedly confronted reptilian beings and witnessed hush-hush government programs dating back decades. Conspiracy or the biggest secret in modern history? It's a mind-boggling tale of hidden evidence, shadowy cover-ups, and sudden disappearance that has everyone asking, where is the truth? And more importantly, where did he really go next? Background on the CIA officer John Ramirez spent 25 years at the CIA, deeply involved in missile defense and cutting-edge intelligence work. Rising to the senior GS-15 rank, he saw more than most, yet it was his startling claims about UFOs, aliens, and hidden government programs that truly shocked the public. Throughout his career, he claimed to have discovered signs of clandestine operations, researching strange aerial phenomena, perhaps stretching back as far as the 1940s. According to Ramirez, these projects went far beyond typical military concerns, hinting at the recovery of unusual materials, puzzling technology, and even possible non-human entities. What makes Ramirez unique is not just his insider status, but also his spine-tingling personal encounters. He once described wrestling with a reptilian creature that slipped right into his home, leaving physical marks. While viewed skeptically by some, his story resonated with a community eager for hints that our world is far more mysterious than official statements suggest. Ramirez also claimed that these advanced beings may walk among us undetected, pointing to crossbreeding theories and historic contact. Yet, after a flurry of interviews and podcast appearances, Ramirez seemed to vanish from the public stage. One moment he was explaining government acronyms and encouraging researchers to file Freedom of Information Act requests. The next, any direct updates or new interviews abruptly stopped. Online forums buzzed with rumors. Some accused shadowy agencies of silencing him, while others argued he chose self-imposed privacy to avoid backlash or professional consequences. Speculation continues to swirl around what he truly uncovered, and why he risked his reputation by speaking out. Did Ramirez's revelations trigger powerful interests who preferred those details remain hidden? Or did he simply decide he'd divulged enough? His disappearance from the public eye, after dropping eye-opening allegations, has amplified interest in his story tenfold. For many, Ramirez represents a whistleblower who knows that UFO secrecy goes beyond pop culture lore. Whether his quiet exit is temporary or permanent, his revelations linger, fueling debate about hidden government knowledge and keeping believers and skeptics on the edge of their seats. Claims of reptilian-alien encounter. John Ramirez, a former CIA officer who worked on high-level missile defense and intelligence assignments, shocked many with his claim of a direct encounter with what he describes as a reptilian alien. According to Ramirez, this being intruded into his own home late one night, sparking a physical struggle that supposedly left him with claw-like marks. While some dismiss his story as pure fantasy, he stresses that reptilian does not necessarily mean literal lizards. Instead, he argues these beings may share a distant genetic connection to humanity, possibly evolving alongside us without our knowledge. Ramirez also claims these so-called reptilians blend into normal human society, occupying positions of power and wealth. His startling reports resonate with themes often associated with conspiracy theories, yet his longtime position at the CIA captured the attention of mainstream audiences. Until recently, Ramirez spoke out on podcasts and YouTube channels, fielding interviews about hidden government programs and alleged reptilian infiltration. Then, just as suddenly as his stories spread, he slipped away from the public eye. This abrupt silence led some to suspect a hidden hand might have intervened, or that Ramirez simply decided to lay low after stirring so much controversy. His claims tie into a broader web of secret UFO investigations. Ramirez insists high-level agencies have studied alien craft and tracked unusual sightings for decades, long before 2017, when news first broke about the Pentagon's hush-hush UFO research. He contends that attempts to uncover the truth are often complicated by national security concerns and internal politics. Critics point out that hard evidence is lacking, and mainstream scientists continue to call for tangible proof. Yet, It is the outlandish nature of his reptilian story that draws so much sensational interest. Skeptics question his credibility, while believers suggest he has revealed buried secrets that could turn our understanding of history and biology upside down. Whether one regards him as a daring whistleblower or a master storyteller, his disappearance from public life fuels ongoing speculation. Did he vanish under pressure, or did he voluntarily fade away? For now, those who recall his tale about a nocturnal struggle with a reptilian foe can only wonder if he will ever surface to finish what he started. Alleged non-human presence. Claims of alleged non-human intelligence have long intrigued both believers and skeptics, but they took on new urgency when ex-CIA officer John Ramirez came forward with unsettling revelations. He insisted that secret government agencies have been investigating mysterious crafts, some possibly from beyond Earth, since at least the 1940s. According to Ramirez, these projects involve retrieving unusual materials and even interacting with entities that might have evolved outside mainstream human history. He also suggested that these non-human beings might already be living among us, under disguises, or hidden by advanced technology. Ramirez's credibility owed much to his impressive CIA background and influence on missile defense systems. His detailed accounts, such as wrestling with a reptilian alien, led him to claim these creatures are more than mere folklore. Instead, he believes they share an ancient link with humanity, one that could redefine our understanding of evolution. After making these disclosures in podcasts and interviews, Ramirez abruptly disappeared from the public eye, prompting speculation that outside forces pressured him to remain silent. His sudden vanishing has only fueled more interest in his core message, that official secrecy on non-human intelligence exists at the highest levels. Like other whistleblowers who have testified before Congress, Ramirez suggested entire programs dedicated to crash retrieval and top-secret technology. He emphasized that a long-standing government strategy is to acclimate the public slowly, potentially setting the stage for bigger announcements in upcoming years. Reports about triangular crafts, advanced propulsion, and foreign radar tracking also underpin theories that the UFO phenomenon is far older and more extensive than generally acknowledged. Skeptics argue that no definitive physical proof has surfaced, calling for direct evidence beyond eyewitness accounts and radar traces. Nonetheless, Ramirez's testimony, coupled with his unexpected retreat from public forums, has sparked renewed debate. Could officials truly be sitting on evidence of non-human life? Are we misunderstanding centuries of folklore, cryptic sightings, and official denials? As people await further details, these claims about an alleged non-human presence remain a tantalizing puzzle, framing Ramirez's eerie silence as yet another clue in humanity's long, tangled search for cosmic answers. Government interest. Since the 1940s, the U.S. government's curiosity about UFOs has been more than a passing fascination, according to bold insiders like John Ramirez, a former CIA officer who shared eyebrow-raising details before disappearing from the spotlight. Rumors suggest that, decades ago, intelligence branches including the CIA quietly gathered reports of strange craft and puzzling aerial events. Although the public heard little at the time, behind the scenes, various agencies were tracking unusual sightings and even building specialized teams to study them. Ramirez contends that this early government interest took shape after numerous reports of unexplained flying objects, contests between the US and rival nations, and a fear of advanced technology falling into enemy hands. While these investigations progressively expanded through the Cold War era, when any oddity might be foreign surveillance, Ramirez insists they also revealed clues hinting at non-human intelligence. As the years passed, these findings allegedly deepened into secret programs aimed at retrieving crashed craft or analyzing materials beyond our known science. Meanwhile, different government offices, such as the Air Force and the CIA, developed their own paths for handling UFO data. Ramirez suggested that although many of these files stayed hidden, they occasionally surfaced in the form of leaked documents or testimonies from defense personnel. The big question is why, for so long, American officials refrained from public disclosure. Some blame national security concerns, while others suspect fear that public reactions might be chaotic or that technological secrets might slip into the wrong hands. As congressional hearings and declassified videos recently entered the spotlight, Ramirez took the stage in podcasts and interviews, offering inside knowledge of how the government pursued UFOs since World War II. His accounts, which include personal experiences, caused a stir, only for him to suddenly vanish from public conversations. This unexpected silence raises speculation that individuals with hidden power might prefer to keep early UFO research locked away. However, the legacy endures. From spooky sightings during the 1940s to strange videos now, officials and whistleblowers alike continue to hint that earthly governments have a deeper knowledge of UFOs than they admit. Whether the truth will surface in a grand reveal remains an open and spellbinding mystery, linked to broader disclosure efforts. The recent revelations from former CIA officer John Ramirez have sparked renewed interest in the ongoing efforts to disclose information about UFOs and potential alien encounters. Ramirez, who once served in high-level intelligence roles, claimed that the government has been aware of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, for decades, dating back to the 1940s. His bold assertions about secret programs and non-human intelligence have fueled speculation about broader disclosure efforts that might finally bring hidden truths to light. Ramirez's claims align with a growing movement within the government to take UFO reports seriously. Since around 2017, there has been a noticeable shift in how officials approach these phenomena, with more transparency and public interest than ever before. Ramirez has suggested that various agencies, including the CIA and the Pentagon, are gradually preparing the public for major announcements regarding UAP. He believes that we are on the brink of significant disclosure, potentially as soon as 2027. However, just as Ramirez began to share his insights, he suddenly vanished from the public eye, leading to questions about whether outside forces might have intervened. His abrupt disappearance only intensified curiosity about the information he had shared and the extent of government knowledge. Was he silenced, or did he choose to step back for personal reasons? This mystery adds another layer of intrigue to the broader conversation about UFOs and government secrecy. As more whistleblowers and former military personnel come forward with their experiences, the push for transparency continues to grow. Ramirez's accounts serve as a reminder that there is still much to uncover. Many believe that the government has kept knowledge of extraterrestrial life and advanced technologies hidden for far too long. With congressional hearings and public discussions gaining momentum, the possibility of a full disclosure seems more plausible than ever. Whether or not Ramirez will return to share more of his story, his claims have undeniably contributed to a larger movement advocating for the truth about UFOs. As the veil of secrecy begins to lift, the public remains eager to learn what lies beyond our world, hoping for answers that might finally explain the mysteries of the universe. Controversial hybridization theory. One of the more controversial ideas surrounding UFOs and extraterrestrial life is the hybridization theory, which suggests that non-human beings might be breeding with humans to create hybrid offspring. This theory gained traction after former CIA officer John Ramirez broke his silence on the topic, sharing startling claims about his experiences and the government's knowledge of alien encounters. Ramirez's sudden disappearance from the public eye only adds to the intrigue surrounding this unsettling notion. According to Ramirez and other proponents of the hybridization theory, these beings may have been interacting with humans for decades, if not longer. They argue that such encounters could involve advanced beings conducting experiments that blend their DNA with ours. Ramirez has described his own encounters in vivid detail, claiming that he came face to face with a reptilian alien and suggesting that these beings might have a vested interest in human evolution. His assertions have stirred up debates among both UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Critics often dismiss the hybridization theory as far-fetched, insisting that there is no concrete evidence to support such claims. However, believers point to numerous reports from alleged abductees who describe strange encounters with extraterrestrial beings, often involving medical examinations and unusual procedures. Some even claim to have experienced memories of interacting with hybrid beings, fueling the idea that there could be a hidden agenda at play. Ramirez's claims have added a new dimension to the hybridization discussion, especially with his background as a CIA officer. His credibility lends weight to the notion that the government may have known about these interactions, but chose to keep them under wraps. The sudden nature of his disappearance raises questions. Was he silenced for revealing too much? Or did he step back to protect himself from the backlash that often accompanies such bold allegations? As the conversation surrounding UFOs and alien life continues to evolve, the hybridization theory remains a captivating, yet contentious topic. Whether it's rooted in fact or fiction, the idea that humans could share their DNA with extraterrestrial beings challenges our understanding of life in the universe. With Ramirez's sudden silence, many are left wondering what other secrets might lie hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. Hints of secret programs beyond A-tip. When former CIA officer John Ramirez stepped into the spotlight to discuss UFOs and alien encounters, he hinted at a world of secret programs that go far beyond the well-known Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP. His claims stirred intrigue and speculation about what the government might be hiding. especially given his expertise and background in intelligence. Just as his revelations started to gain traction, he suddenly vanished from public view, leaving many to wonder about the extent of his knowledge and the secrets he might have uncovered. AATIP, which was revealed to the public in 2017, aimed to investigate unidentified aerial phenomena and assess any potential threats to national security. While this program brought UFOs into mainstream conversation, Ramirez suggested that it was just the tip of the iceberg. He claimed that a network of undisclosed programs has been operating for decades, focusing on not only tracking UFO sightings, but also analyzing recovered materials and even engaging with non-human entities. According to him, these secret efforts include sophisticated research that could fundamentally change our understanding of technology and life beyond Earth. Ramirez's assertions raise questions about what the government knows and how much it chooses to share with the public. If there are indeed programs beyond AATIP, what discoveries have they made? Are there hidden technologies that could revolutionize energy, transportation, or even medicine? The sudden nature of Ramirez's disappearance only adds fuel to the fire. Many speculate whether he was silenced or simply chose to retreat for personal reasons after sharing such explosive claims. The mystery surrounding Ramirez's vanishing act has left UFO enthusiasts and researchers hungry for answers. The idea that powerful interests could be hiding significant information raises concerns about transparency and accountability. If there are more extensive programs dedicated to understanding UFOs and extraterrestrial life, then what else might be waiting in the shadows? As discussions about UFOs gain momentum, the notion of secret programs beyond AATIP continues to captivate the public imagination. With more whistleblowers emerging and a growing demand for disclosure, the truth about these hidden efforts may someday come to light. Until then, the questions linger, and the possibility of groundbreaking revelations keeps the conversation alive. Encounters on an examination table. The topic of alien encounters often conjures images of mysterious lights in the sky, but some of the most chilling stories come from those who claim to have faced direct contact with extraterrestrial beings, often while lying on an examination table. Former CIA officer John Ramirez's shocking claims about his experiences add a new layer to this unsettling narrative, especially since he suddenly vanished from the public eye after sharing his insights. Many people have reported terrifying abduction experiences, describing being taken aboard spacecraft and subjected to strange procedures. These encounters often involve being placed on an examination table, where witnesses say they underwent medical examinations by beings that appear both human and alien. Ramirez, who has spoken openly about his own alleged encounter with a reptilian alien, adds a unique perspective to these chilling tales. He described feeling a mix of fear and curiosity as he faced an entity that seemed to possess advanced knowledge and technology. In his discussions, Ramirez suggested that these experiences might not just be about fear or curiosity. They could be part of a larger agenda involving hybridization or experimentation. He hinted that these interactions, including those on examination tables, are not merely random events, but rather systematic approaches by non-human entities. This idea adds a layer of complexity to the common narrative of abductions, suggesting that there might be deeper reasons behind these encounters. The sudden disappearance of Ramirez raises questions about the safety and credibility of those who speak out about such experiences. Did he reveal too much about his encounters, or insights into secret government knowledge? As more people come forward with their stories of examinations and interactions, the conversation surrounding UFOs and alien life becomes even more compelling. Claims of unusual radar returns. The recent claims of unusual radar returns have taken the UFO discussion to a new level, especially after former CIA officer John Ramirez broke his silence about the government's knowledge of unidentified aerial phenomena. These claims suggest that something extraordinary is happening in our skies, and Ramirez's insights offer a glimpse into the complexities behind these mysterious radar readings. Just as he began to share his experiences, he suddenly vanished from public view, leaving many to wonder what more he might have known. Radar returns are crucial in the study of UFOs, as they provide tangible evidence that something unusual is flying through our airspace. Ramirez revealed that military personnel have tracked radar signals that defy conventional explanations, showcasing objects moving at incredible speeds and performing maneuvers beyond human capability. These unusual returns have been recorded by various branches of the military, leading to questions about what these objects truly are and where they come from. According to Ramirez, the government has been aware of these anomalies for decades, but much of this information has remained classified. He suggested that the radar data might indicate not just advanced technology from other countries, but potentially non-human origins. This idea raises the stakes in the ongoing conversation about UFOs, as it implies that we may not be alone in the universe. The sudden disappearance of Ramirez from public discussions adds an air of mystery to his claims. Was he silenced for revealing too much about sensitive information, or did he step back to protect himself? The uncertainty surrounding his exit only amplifies the intrigue of the unusual radar returns and what they might represent. Sudden silence and speculation of vanishing. When former CIA officer John Ramirez began to share his eye-opening claims about UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters, he captivated audiences with stories that hinted at deep government secrets. However, just as quickly as he burst onto the scene, he vanished from public view, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and rampant speculation about his sudden silence. Ramirez's revelations included details about strange aerial phenomena, unusual radar returns, and even alleged encounters with non-human beings. His first-hand accounts resonated with many who have long suspected that the government knows more about UFOs than it admits. But after a few appearances on podcasts and interviews, Ramirez abruptly stopped speaking out, leading to concern and curiosity among those who followed his story. What happened to him? Did he face pressure to remain silent, or did he choose to retreat for safety reasons? The disappearance of Ramirez has fueled a whirlwind of speculation. Some believe he may have been silenced by powerful interests who prefer to keep certain information hidden. Others think he might have decided to step back to avoid backlash or unwanted attention. This uncertainty has only deepened the intrigue surrounding his claims, as people wonder if there is a larger truth waiting to be uncovered. In the realm of UFOs, sudden silences are not uncommon. Many whistleblowers and former military personnel have also faced similar fates after revealing sensitive information about their experiences. This pattern has led to a growing belief that there are forces at play, trying to keep certain narratives under wraps. As the public continues to grapple with the implications of UFOs and potential extraterrestrial life, Ramirez's abrupt departure adds complexity to the discussion. His sudden silence serves as a reminder of the risks involved in speaking out about such controversial topics. With each new claim and piece of evidence, the mystery deepens, leaving many eager for answers. The questions surrounding Ramirez's vanishing act linger, keeping the conversation about UFOs alive and fueling the search for truth in a world filled with secrets.